and welcome to the Uncapped webinar from Connexity and Skimlinks. I'm Zach Kreiser, a Senior Insights Analyst, and today we're talking about future-proofing monetization. In the e-commerce ecosystem, change is happening fast. Shopping platforms and publishers who power the shopping journey have to adapt to meet the moment. At Connexity, we work with clear-eyed partners charging into that future every day, like our panelists today from Locker, CouponFollow, and Digital Remedy. We're going to be talking through the challenges ahead and the strategies they're using to stay ahead of the curve. We've got a lot to get to, so let's dive right in. Mary Grace, why don't we start with you? What steps are you at Locker taking to protect revenue against commission changes or shifts from major brands?
This question was so helpful to be asked because it's actively something that we're talking about as a team. But one thing we've done so far is we implemented a green dollar sign. And this is a way to call attention to all the brands that we're currently partnered with that have a strong commission rate with, to give them a little extra love. But something that we are actively talking through and adding soon is how can we introduce like ads natively within the platform, as well as how can we pull budgets from like non-affiliate channels, so from paid media, from influencer spend, trying to get creative with how we can position Locker as another performance marketing channel.
Absolutely. Cody, how is Digital Remedy safeguarding performance?
It really boils down to 3 points for us: strategic revenue diversification, upfront KPI alignment, and demonstrating irreplaceable value. The most effective way to mitigate risk of a major brand shifting its budget is to ensure that we aren't over-reliant on any single traffic source or advertiser. We focus on diversifying our revenue streams across a wide spectrum of both advertisers and traffic sources. On the advertiser mix side, we maintain a healthy balance of enterprise-level brands, but also high-growth mid-market advertisers across various verticals. By partnering with a broad array of traffic sources, spanning across programmatic display, social, and search, we ensure that if one channel or brand pulls back, we have the agility to reallocate focus and maintain a steady revenue flow. We're also really big on upfront KPI alignment. We believe that protecting revenue starts before a campaign even goes live. We make it a standard practice to deeply understand a brand's KPIs during that pre-launch phase. We don't just aim for good results. We aim for the specific outcomes that matter most to the client, whether that's ROAS, customer acquisition costs, or overall brand lift. By aligning our optimization strategy with their exact definitions of success, we move from being a typical vendor to a critical strategic partner. When we consistently meet or exceed those expectations, we create the necessary leverage to warrant higher commissions and premium rates from the advertisers that we partner with. The last point is demonstrating irreplaceable value. We all know budget shifts often happen, but they're most likely to happen when brands don't see a direct link between their ad spend and the performance results. By combining our diverse traffic access with a rigorous focus on performance data, we provide a level of transparency and ROI that makes Digital Remedy a line item that brands are hesitant to cut.
And last, but certainly not least, Tiara, what's CouponFollow's approach?
At CouponFollow, this is something we think about a lot. The reality is that commission rates can change overnight, so we've built in a few layers of protection. First, we really lean into the quality and value of the placements we can book on our own site, in our own emails, and with partners. We're not just driving clicks, we're driving high-intent buyers, and we have a homepage with millions of unique visitors every day, as well as an email list of 400,000 members. We also actively monitor affiliate commission rates across the board, and we have alerts set up. So if something drops, we know immediately and we can pivot quickly. We also have internal tools that help us see the rates in all networks available, as well as all the click-through rates and conversion rates, so then we can make the informed decision of where we want to send that traffic. Beyond that, we've really diversified across networks and across offer types, so we're not overly exposed to just any one of these resources. For example, we're a coupon and discount site primarily, but we also offer cash back, we work in extensions, we're signing flat fee IOs with partners where it makes sense to ensure optimization with those partners. And we've been building out revenue streams like trademark bidding and things like that aren't as susceptible to normal commission swings. So it's really a combination of staying vigilant, ensuring CouponFollow is still a customer's best destination to save money, and making sure we're never too dependent on any single lever.
Absolutely agree. Diversification of both offer types and brand partners is critical. With that in mind, I'm curious, how are you reducing reliance on traditional top-performing retail partners? Tiara, let's start with you.
Great question. And it's something we're pretty intentional about at CouponFollow. We're constantly watching the rising search trends to spot categories and merchants that are gaining momentum before they become obvious to others. We also keep a really close eye on what's being showcased in affiliate networks themselves, so we see what's on the pulse of their minds, which is actually a great signal for who's investing and growing and which programs might be new and upcoming that we need to look at. Then we also lay in SEO search volume data with tools like SEMrush to validate whether there's real consumer demand behind a specific merchant before we go all in on that merchant. We test a meaningful number of new merchants every year, and the goal is always to find those hidden gems that can grow into real revenue drivers for us before everyone else finds them. I think the most important thing at CouponFollow is really that we never outright say no to any new brands. We just need to investigate them before we proceed.
I like that. Never say no without investigating the potential. Christine, what's Locker's approach to discovering new brands?
It can be so easy to constantly over-index on your top-performing organic brands. But one thing for us as a team at Locker is, one, we are all really, really big shoppers ourselves. And two, we understand our community really, really well. So we'll look at our top-performing retailers, and then we go out and we try and find other really cool brands that maybe have similar product offerings, similar price points. So we'll find cool products, trending products, new up-and-coming retailers, and we'll feature them in a section on our socials and on our platform called Brands That You Should Know About.
Love that approach. At Connexity, one of our top priorities is making sure all our partners have access to the long tail of brands. And one of my personal priorities is forecasting the trends and products that are about to take off so you can capitalize on them before everyone else knows. But sometimes even maximizing the status quo isn't enough. I wanted to ask you all, what tactics or formats are you using to unlock advertiser budget or respond to new advertiser demands? Let's start with Cody this time.
As the industry moves away from identity-based tracking, we are doubling down on contextual display. We've found that reaching a potential customer based on the content they are consuming is often more effective than chasing them based on where they've been previously on the web. We strategically align ads with relevant environments. For example, placing a high-impact banner for a travel brand on a destination guide or travel blog. This ensures the ad feels like a value add to the user's experience rather than a privacy intrusion, which is what many of our sophisticated brand partners are looking for right now. The most significant way we are unlocking budget is by increasing the speed to results. We're employing AI to quickly turn performance data into actionable insights, allowing us to move faster than traditional manual optimization. Our AI tools analyze massive data sets from our high-impact and contextual display campaigns in real time, identifying winning patterns quickly. This allows us to reach our clients' performance goals much faster than we were previously. By automating all of the heavy lifting of data analysis, we streamline the optimization process. This means we can effectively pivot and scale campaigns using fewer resources and passing that efficiency and increased ROI directly back to our advertiser partners.
Thanks, Cody. Let's go to Mary Grace. What's Locker's perspective on this?
Every single week from our amazing Skimlinks account managers, we get updates on offers and promos coming from all of the Skimlinks brands. And typically it's so many deals that we're only able to surface just a few of them. And instead of only picking out the best ones like we have been doing, we actually have been building a new brands and offers page. So it's an entire new page dedicated on the website. It definitely took some engineering resources, some time from the team, but we think it's gonna be well worth it because the only thing that you can get on this page is related to sales and offers. So for a consumer who's actively looking for the right deal, who wants to maybe shop within budget, this is going to be their best friend. They're going to be able to filter by recently price dropped items, shop by category, see deals by brand, by theme. We're really excited about that, so stay tuned. And if you want to get your brand featured on that, definitely let us know at partnerships@onelocker.com.
It's definitely a good customer-focused approach. Tiara, what's CouponFollow doing on this front?
So on the format side at CouponFollow, we've been expanding what we can offer advertisers pretty significantly. TM Plus has been a really big one over the past few years, and we've also rolled out newer homepage placements like what we call homepage spotlight and homepage headline that give brands more premium high visibility options. We don't offer these to all advertisers either, so it's something very special to the biggest partners that we work with. We're doing more content articles that let brands tell a story rather than just get a logo on a page. And we're also partnering with other System 1 properties like MapQuest and How Stuff Works to offer local and geo-specific placements that advertisers are really excited about. On the incrementality piece, that's a conversation we're having more and more. We're actively working with brands to measure things like new-to-file customers and AOV basket size, so advertisers always have visibility into the real impact that we're driving. And we're investing in even better measurement tools, working closely with our network partners to get there. Oh, and global expansion is part of this too. New markets across the EU and elsewhere mean new budget conversations and new opportunities where we are actively pursuing in places we didn't really have a stronghold previously.
Thank you. Really good stuff all around. We have to switch gears a little bit because I want to talk about AI. Neiman Lab found that last year publishers experienced a 34% drop in traffic from Google search, and the AI chatbot traffic that could eventually pick up the slack isn't anywhere close to there yet. So with that in mind, I wanted to ask, as traditional search changes, how are you ensuring that your platform remains a destination for product discovery? Cody, let's go back to you.
In a world where AI summaries often satisfy a user's intent without capturing a click, traditional last-click attribution models are becoming less efficient. We prioritize multi-touch attribution with our clients to ensure they're getting an accurate and full picture of that user journey across both organic and paid media channels. With access to our advertisers' other media channels, we can track how a user moves from that initial discovery phase, for example, seeing a high-impact banner, full-screen banner, or CTV ad, to the eventual purchase, even if that conversion happens days later through an AI search result. Multi-touch attribution allows us to assign proper credit to the top-of-funnel touchpoints that spark intent, ensuring that brands understand exactly how their discovery-focused media is fueling their bottom line. By focusing on the full user journey from discovery to conversion, we ensure that our partners' brands are found, remembered, and purchased, no matter how the search engine evolves. I'd say the biggest risk of the zero-click search is that brands might stop investing in discovery because they can't see it working. With unified holistic attribution insights, we can bridge this gap by providing incrementality of our tactics. We show advertisers that while the search landscape is changing, the fundamental human behavior of discovering a brand through high-impact visuals and contextual relevance remains the most powerful driver of growth.
Thanks, Cody. Attribution definitely needs to continue evolving as this world changes so rapidly. How about we hear about Locker's approach?
For Locker, because we are this holistic shopping tool that's not only search, we're a utility platform where users can save and curate, get notifications, follow their friends. The platform creates a holistic stickiness that isn't only threatened by the change of search. I also think it's really important to think about AI and search in terms of type of searching that's being done by the consumer, and ultimately for the type of shopper on Locker, AI search doesn't always answer the questions that they have in mind. And so having a platform like Locker where they can come and discover from what like-minded shoppers are saving and curating definitely creates a moat for us in this new AI world.
Yeah, like you might go on Google search or an AI search engine because you're looking for something so specific and quick, like a certain camera or AirPods.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're coming on Locker and you're searching for like what is the next it girl bridesmaid dress. You know, it's a longer purchase decision journey and like something that you actually care to have more inputs on from like other peers and tastemakers.
User and shopper loyalty really is the key. The one metric of traffic that keeps going up: internal referral from elsewhere on your site and from existing products like newsletters. So with that in mind, I wanted to ask our last question. As search evolves, what are you doing to prioritize a direct connection with your audience? Let's go back to Locker for your answer.
I feel like this answer is pretty obvious, but for us, with a mainly like Gen Z audience, social media has been an amazing way for us to essentially for free keep the pulse with our community. So our two big channels are Instagram and TikTok.
And then every Monday on Instagram, we do a segment where we ask our users what they're shopping for, and they can write in and tell us all the different events, occasions, birthdays that they are looking for a specific item, or they want us to curate it for them. And we go out and find cool trending pieces and curate for our community.
And it's really cool because not only are we answering like their direct question, but that actually informs our content calendar and then the collections that not only we're organically making as an editorial team, but even that we can go out and pitch our brand partners with. So if you as a brand are also wondering, like, what are Gen Z shoppers like actually interested in shopping for right now, we can come to you guys with that information and make sure that if you want to be included in those answers, that you absolutely can be.
Thank you. Let's throw to Cody. What's Digital Remedy doing?
In a privacy-first world where search engines are tightening their grip on user data, the most valuable connection we can foster is through first-party data. We prioritize working with our partners to activate their own unique data sets. By building a direct bridge between a brand's customer list and our targeting engine, we ensure that our campaigns remain precise and effective regardless of how the search ecosystem changes. Search is often transactional, but brand discovery can be really emotional. We're prioritizing high-impact display units along with video creatives to create a direct visual connection with the consumer. Instead of waiting for a user to search for a product, we use contextual targeting to meet them in the environments they already trust. By placing high-impact visuals and videos alongside relevant, high-quality content, we create a direct connection that sparks discovery outside of the search ecosystem. To maintain these connections, we have to be as fast as the AI models changing to the search landscape. We employ AI to quickly turn performance data into actionable insights, streamlining our optimization process. This isn't just about automation and doing more with fewer resources. It's about using technology and AI to strengthen the human connection between a brand's message and the consumer's needs. Finally, we're prioritizing the connection between discovery and conversion through multi-touch attribution. As search engines continue to be viewed as walled gardens, Digital Remedy is focusing on building bridges. By prioritizing first-party data, high-impact visuals, and AI-accelerated insights, we ensure that the connection between a brand and its audience is direct and measurable.
Great. And now let's close it out with Tiara and Coupon Follow.
At Coupon Follow, we've really been doubling down on owned channels. Email is a big one since it's direct, reliable, and all of the members are actively browsing and purchasing, so we're never sending to a stale audience. But owned also means leveraging our parent company's brands. Since System 1 owns MapQuest, How Stuff Works, and other major properties, we're integrating Coupon Follow into partnerships across these brands and others to allow us to target consumers at the right place and the right time. Browser extensions are also huge for us because they keep us present at the actual moment of purchase. So we work with our own browser extension, Scently, but also power the extension for privacy browsers from Gen Digital like Avast, Avira, AVG, and Norton. TM Plus is obviously another tool that keeps us in front of high-intent searchers at the exact moment they're looking to buy. And we're investing a lot in the repeat visitor relationship, people who come back to our site because they trust us, not only because they found us in a search result. We're also looking seriously at new opportunities for our company, like SMS, social, and a few other channels, as ways to stay connected with our audience regardless of where search goes. The goal really is simple. We want a direct relationship with our users so that no algorithm change can cut us off from them.
So that's all the time we have for today, but I wanted to thank our panelists for being here. It was a great conversation, and as you can tell, it's really just the beginning. And in fact, we're going to be continuing this conversation with an in-person Uncapped event in September in New York. We hope to see you all there.